intro? No? All right.
Prepared for that.
Welcome back
To the back corner
to the Dozens.
and the dozen.
We are so glad that you are with us for what promises to be an epic episode. Our season finale, full of thrills, chills. Is going to end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll bring them back next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got to know how it ends.
Or not.
Turns out one of the people at this table will not survive. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's not speak that.
I think we're all going to be fine.
How long are we going to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 60 BC.
Yeah, that's the huge milestone.
We are. Here we are. 60.
We have decided that 60 is the biggest milestone you hit.
Because it was the cleanest number.
It was the cleanest
closest to
number.
when we wanted to stop.
Yeah, so we went with 60. We thought about 59. We
Yeah.
thought about 58. We said
Got to give the people what they want.
push on till 60.
60 is like a multiple of dozens. So
Hey,
that feels appropriate.
Well done.
Hey,
Well done.
Way to have a math
That's
person on.
all the math I know.
the math.
That's the extent of it.
Yeah.
I did some impromptu math in my sermon last Sunday, as at the time of this recording, and I was off. So I'd said 94, and after the service, an engineer came up to me and goes,
96?
It was 96.
Yeah.
And he points to his ring, his engineering ring, and so I held up the Bible. It's like, this is why I'm not good at math.
Engineer this.
Yeah.
That's when people ask me questions like that. I always just go 4 years of Bible college.
Yeah, exactly.
4 years of Bible
Exactly.
college.
Yeah,
that's all I
my
got going for me.
education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 60 would be a wonderful episode for those of you who have not yet subscribed on some platform or multiple platforms
Give us
to
the
go ahead
gift.
and do that.
Give us the gift. I did notice in some of our metrics that we have a much bigger listening audience than subscriber audience.
Which is often the case, but we would like to think the Dozens are above average.
we can do better, dozens.
Yeah, legit. I don't care if you want to be subscribed.
Yeah.
It's just helpful for us if
just
you subscribe.
your applications.
Yeah.
And then forget about it.
Yeah,
Or check it out.
snooze it. I don't care.
Yeah.
We just need the number.
That's it. We're after
That's it. Start a dummy account.
Yeah.
Subscribe on it. Then don't be subscribed on your main
Get
account.
all the dozens to do dummy accounts. Let's
There we go.
Russian bot this thing.
If every one of the Dozens had a dozen dummy accounts,
Look at us.
we'd
be on Rogan.
listen, Rogan would be asking to come on the back corner.
Let's do it, guys.
He'd be like, I need that back corner bump. Take my podcast to the next level.
Exactly right. Well, should we introduce our guests?
We gotta
they need
introduce
no
our
introduction, but I mean, let's do it.
But it's what we do.
It's what we do.
Melanie Ingersoll is the loving wife and sometimes sparring partner of my co-host, Pastor Brent Ingersoll. She's also a mother of three, a nurse, a spin class enthusiast, and a junk food connoisseur. Kelly Thomas is my wife and the primary reason why I'm more or less a functional adult human. Kelly is also a mother of three, serves as pastor of Connection at RiverCross Church in St. John, loves picking sea glass, and her favorite hobby is learning new hobbies. Ladies and gentlemen of the Dozens, please give a warm, but not so warm we'll have to fight you welcome to our wonderful wives, Kellen Bell, Kelly Thomas, and Melanie Ingersoll!
Best intro.
The man can do an intro.
Yeah.
No question. We do need for next season. We do need the mic that drops down.
Oh, yeah, I think we got to get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Ron is going to
Yeah.
get together with AJ and they'll make it
Maybe
happen.
a lighting cue as well, like the lights kind of go down. Oh,
Get some
There we go.
intelligence in it.
mark it down.
Like on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
I love it.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of ideas for next season, if you like, we're going to be brainstorming how
Yeah.
to make this better, things we want to improve. Be kind, but if you have some suggestions,
We're going to be playing our own little game of Keep It or Sweep It.
Yeah.
With some of the things we've done the last 60 episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
And some new ideas.
yeah. So if you got ideas for guests, ideas for segments, stuff you'd like
topics
to see
you'd
more
like
of,
to see on some of the segments we regularly do.
yeah, let us know.
We
We'll
would
at
love
least
to hear
read
from
it.
you. Yeah. We're going to be taking, I don't know, probably a couple of months off.
Yep.
And just kind of recharge the creative batteries.
Yep.
Wait for more terrible things to happen in the world that we can discuss.
Yeah,
Wait for there to be
exactly.
some new dumb things that somebody who says they're a Christian said on some real-based social
Right.
media site.
Right.
And we'll be back in the fall better than ever.
I know the
for
world.
61.
There will be a glut of stuff that we can talk about when we get back.
Totally,
So,
there will be.
yeah.
But we'd love to talk about stuff you want us to talk about.
That's right.
So let us know.
Let us know. You can
Comments, email.
Yeah, hit it in the comments.
Yeah.
All the stuff. Like you did for this episode. We
Snail
got
mail
lots
to
of good-
King's Church if you really are that desperate.
Yeah.
If you're the kind of
Send a
person
letter.
who's into podcasts but not email for some weird
Send a letter.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love it. So yeah, let us know. So,
Yeah.
today's sponsor.
Yeah, today's sponsor is the Harvest Women's Conference coming up October 16th and 17th
coming.
in Moncton,
Are you
New
going?
Brunswick. So save
are?
the dates, ladies.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome. I went to Harvest last year and I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's
now,
excellent.
It is not generally open to men.
Yeah.
But, you know,
If you want to volunteer.
yeah, you show up and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
it's-
best way you can serve Harvest is sending your wife. man.
Absolutely.
So
hold down the home front.
down the front.
Let her go.
Yep.
Take care of the kids,
Stay out
the
of her
dog,
hair.
the cat, the gerbil.
Give her a weekend.
Do some vacuuming while she's gone. Yeah. Make
Yeah.
sure your ladies get there. Find the money.
We've got
Whatever you gotta do.
Rebecca Lyons coming this
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Which is
Awesome.
great. So
I don't know
yeah.
who she is, but that sounds awesome.
No, she's a big deal in the women's preacher space.
I never
So-
know who anyone is at
I
our
know,
conferences.
You just don't pay attention.
I told
to that
someone
stuff.
the other day, I was like, I don't really pay attention to the world outside Atlantic Canada. Like, that's my bubble.
We've got coming back, Helen Burns. Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
really
Amazing
loved her
last
last year.
Yeah.
So it's a sweet lady. So yeah, it's gonna be really good.
There
Probably
you
not as
go.
good as XY, but it's gonna be really good.
I mean, what could be?
I mean,
Gonna have a fight here on the back.
I know. I mean,
I think if you want to take Harvest to the next level, Tracy needs to take me up on my offer of hosting this year.
Hey, listen, you can have my job.
Hey,
I'm
look,
fine with that.
would
At the very least,
I would
introduction.
rent
Yes.
a tux
Yeah.
and wear it if I was allowed to
Intro the
host.
speakers.
Total, I'd do anything. I could.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah, there
Get
we
the
go.
mic.
The mic
Yeah.
comes down.
We'll have ordered it by then.
There we go.
We'll have one. We'll have a metal,
We'll move
old-fashioned Elvis Presley style mic.
Tracy, we know
Perfect.
you're one of the dozens.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I will rent the tux. I will do anything you want. I just want to be a part of the stage.
Tracy only incorporates men in case of emergency, has
Yeah.
been my experience.
Yeah.
I've been invited twice, and it's because they had no better options. So,
They got me. I'm a better option. I'm just kidding.
hey,
Wow.
absolutely.
I kid.
I'm not
I
offended
kid.
in the least by that. I'm happy for you to step in for me anytime, sir.
Well,
so
hey, I'm about to do that for a little bit, so
Yeah.
that'll be a good time. But yeah, go to Harvest.
yes,
you might see me there.
Conference.ca.
I mean, you probably will see me there, but you might see me
I
in a
think we own
text.
them all.
CC.
I think we own them all, but yeah. Anyway, just Google Harvest Conference.
.co.uk.
You'll get there. Yeah. .gov.
.edu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
.China.
.geocities.com.
Russia. Yeah. Yeah. .Israel. All of them.
All of them.
Yep. Actually, and on the topic of sponsors as well, next year we're taking sponsors.
Yeah.
So we have some interest from some organizations and stuff. Because you dozens or so many dozens, people want the publicity.
Yeah.
So
this is going to become not just a black hole of time; it's going to stop being a black hole of money as well.
Yes, that's
we're going
right.
to get some sponsors in here. No, really, we'd love to. If you have a business or a ministry that we actually can feel good about.
Yeah.
Plug-in, we would love the chance to do that and to put that in front of the dozens, and the
Right.
dozens will happily listen and purchase and support because they appreciate what we do. And what a wonderful synergistic relationship we could all have together.
Like mostly Christian organizations, or
Yeah.
maybe like the SPCA or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But you know,
Not necessarily like some big evil multi-corp, but you
yeah,
know.
like Planned Parenthood, keep your requests. Like
Totally.
that's not happening. But
Yeah. If you're a ministry or a business that's really driven by Christian principles, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Something like that.
Exactly.
Or you offer us enough money.
no,
My morality's on a sliding scale.
I cannot be bought.
Just kidding.
How many Brightlings for that?
How many Brightlings? Yeah,
yeah, there
for
we
at
go.
least 10 Brightlings.
For if you 10 Brightlings, we will
Exxon for 10 Brightlings,
There we go.
we'll take your money. So
love it.
All right, Ron, what are we researching today?
Since the world's largest international sports competition is happening right now, I want to know how you feel about soccer.
Oh, oof. So we're assuming you're talking about the World Cup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel. No, I don't care for soccer, football, whatever you want to call it.
Is that a big source of contention between you and Mel?
No, I like it.
Oh,
but
do you
I'm not-
really? I was
like
just
soccer.
stabbing at something.
I like it
there.
more than you, I think.
Yeah, I only like the national component of it, like for the World Cup. I love that it matters so much, and so I'll get invested, especially if Canada wins a game or two. But
Who knows what would happen if they won 3? Because
Right.
because it's never happened. But
right, but so I like that. I like the countries. I like seeing the national pride and just like good good, clean competition, especially in a world that's not getting along the best.
Yep.
I love that about it. But the game of soccer I find fairly boring to watch.
Yeah.
Like it's just I'm way too ADD to settle for a 0-0 or a 1-0. Like I like basketball, which is like 126 to 117.
I do enjoy that about basketball.
Yeah,
the high
like
score.
let's just keep going here. Let's keep scoring.
I'll tell you what I like the most about soccer, or football as the rest of the world calls it. I love the whole relegation and promotion
Yes,
thing.
I do like that
I love
in
the
the
fact
pros,
that who's in the league is not set, and that you win a league and you go up a league. Like that just seems
Keeps the crappy teams out of it.
yeah, and it also like it gives you multiple levels that you can win on. You know what I mean? Like you can win your thing, but then you move
like
up,
that.
and I think it probably ultimately, like we got for hockey here in St. John, we got the Sea Dogs, right?
Yep.
Like in a world where if the Sea Dogs got good enough, they could win the Stanley Cup.
That's kind of cool.
Like there's just another level of invested you'd be. You don't have to switch teams as the level of the sport goes up. I like that. I couldn't care any less about actually watching it.
Yeah.
But I'm not that into any sport in terms of watching it on
Maybe
TV, and
that's
I do like that dynamic.
The appeal though, like the game's so mid, but everything around it is so.
You are taking off so many people right now.
The game around it
Mid.
is so like all the stuff around it's fun. Like
Yeah.
even like you look at some of the British, clubs, like whatever town you're from, like we're Tottenham people, right?
Yeah.
And like they have their little songs.
You
and
ever
they-
watch Welcome to Wrexham?
I haven't.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, is it good?
So good.
Yeah.
That's about as much as I like
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
Is watching
I love
Welcome to Wrexham.
And I'm sure it doesn't so much highlight the actual soccer as much as the business and
The business, the community,
Yeah.
the culture, and then they follow the season, but it's like highlight reels of games they win.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll cover like 3 games in 2 minutes, kind of a thing. Like it doesn't belabor that point. But if
Right.
there's like these
because
beautiful,
they know it's boring.
right? But they'll pull out the good
Word.
plays and
It
that
is
kind of
not
stuff.
boring.
It
That
is
is a
boring.
hot take.
Literally,
No,
they
it's
just
not.
kick. It just circles the field for like
They're running
so
nonstop.
long. Yeah, running's boring.
No, golf is boring.
Golf is amazing. The pressure
I'm
on
taking
every swing.
Golf is boring too.
No, golf is the best, and it's the best sport for a nap.
Well,
Yeah, because it's boring. Why do you think
like-
you
I
know
think you
that?
just proved it
Baseball.
wrong.
Baseball naps
For
are
now.
probably a little better, but
yeah.
yeah, no, it's soccer sucks. I mean,
Oh.
it's
Wow.
it really does. I do like
not so-
I do like though here the other piece I like about it is the game that every country can play, and especially kids that like have nothing.
Yeah.
You just need a ball.
Yeah.
I love that about it.
Yeah.
That is really cool. So
And the whole world gets to play it and
Yeah,
celebrate
I
it
like
and cheer
that.
for their country. And
again, the sport itself,
Yeah.
meh, but the whole thing around it, I think is really
It's
great.
exciting.
If you
It's
could
really
drop basketball
Yeah,
into the middle of soccer world,
or hockey.
yeah,
I mean, hockey's an amazing sport. I think hockey's probably the coolest sport with the worst culture around it. Like
Yeah.
it's like
it's the most interesting low-scoring game too,
yes.
because it is fast-paced.
Well, and there's other ways to score, like taking somebody's life.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. We love to see that. Like just seeing a guy get just absolutely rocked.
And
a
hockey,
fight.
a guy will hit another guy and he'll go down. And soccer, a guy will just go down.
Yeah. You ever see I love those mashups. Those mashups where it shows like the hockey guys like literally like pulling a tooth out
Yeah.
and doing that, and then it'll show like a soccer player get grazed and like hit the ground and roll around and writhe in pain. It's like, oh, this is exactly why.
So Mel is pro soccer. Kel,
I'm kind of ambivalent. I don't really have strong feelings towards it or against it.
Again, speaks to its midness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Welcome to Wrexham. So,
Yeah.
if
Or-
you can tolerate a British level of swearing
Oh yeah.
and you
It
like a
doesn't
good
count.
storytelling, it's,
when you say it with
it's
that
really
accent.
interesting.
Yeah, like nothing offends me less than hearing
Yeah.
so
Yes,
classic.
yeah.
a thick British F-bomb.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother
sound
me.
offensive.
If it sounds like you spelt it F-A-K, it doesn't matter to me.
It does somehow seem less
Totally.
crass.
Yes.
'cause
We
of the
really
classic.
stick the
100%.
landing on
Yeah.
our F words here, and it's very offensive.
Yes. Sounds worse with a New Brunswick.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's,
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's,
Nothing sounds classy with the Brunswick accent.
True.
Tough, yes.
Yeah.
Warm and inviting, maybe.
Yeah.
Classy, definitely.
Have you
not.
guys seen that girl that it's on Instagram? I think she lives in Nova Scotia, and she like calls random people in the Maritimes
And just chats with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Hey,
just
what
have
you
the
doing tonight?
conversation.
You know,
Yes.
it's so funny.
And they
man.
answer,
Yeah,
like,
totally.
they
It's
know
like,
her.
and what you gonna eat?
Yeah.
You know, like and she just does the whole. Yeah, having fries, yeah, okay, yeah. It's and they'll have a full conversation with just regular Maritimers. It's very wholesome.
heartwarming.
Yeah,
I like it.
It is. Yeah. So soccer sucks.
Yeah.
Let us let us know what you think.
I think that was the maturity
I
opinion
think
in the
it
back
was.
corner.
Yeah. The ethos around it, awesome. The game itself,
Meh.
meh.
Yeah.
It's like cricket.
I haven't gotten into cricket.
Don't cricket
Exactly.
games last like
Yes,
days?
they can last days.
I feel like
Be
soccer
awful.
trumps cricket
Yeah.
in that department at least.
Test
You know it's
matches,
going to
as they're
end.
called.
Did you know what the #1 spectator sport in the world is?
Don't say golf.
It's certainly not golf. It's very Western golf. A little bit in China and Korea, but
I guess I would have guessed soccer, but
rugby.
rugby.
Ah,
Yeah,
Did,
rugby.
did you know that rugby was the game of the wealthy and soccer was the game of the poor
Really?
in England when they came? Yeah. Because basically the rich people were rich enough they could afford to get hurt because they didn't actually have to work for a living.
Right.
But all the like poor working schmucks, they had
That's kinda
to
cool.
they had to be a little more delicate because
Maybe that's why they learned a culture of diving and falling and writhing if they get grazed. It's like I can't afford to be actually hurt,
Yeah.
so I need to make this look like I am.
also maybe the reason why you hear about soccer hooligans but not rugby hooligans because I think they were yes, get your rugby.
The rough crowd.
Yeah.
I think polo is the sport for the rich.
That's the sport of kings, isn't that what they
Yeah.
call that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the royal family plays. so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water polo is the sport of aqua kings.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I was like, water polo to me has always looked way more like water volleyball.
Yeah.
I
For
don't know
sure.
why it's water polo. They
you
don't
seen-
hit it with a stick. There's no horses, and not even seahorses involved.
It's weak.
It's a ripoff.
Shame, really.
yeah.
It's
yeah.
weak.
Totally. You should have people with giant
Misrepresented.
hammers on a seahorse.
Exactly.
I would watch that.
All right, so we have a tradition around here of advice for men, advice for women. Today, where we've got our better halves, we are going to try to get best couple advice that you can give. What is the one piece of advice for marriages, for couples, that you can give?
It's a big question.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you want us to go first? You guys going
No, go
first? What
ahead.
are we
Go
doing?
ahead.
Ladies
something?
first.
I would just say don't neglect your friendship. Like they say marry someone who's your best friend. We weren't best friends, but we are now, I would say.
Hopefully, at 20 years in.
I would say.
I think
They
Which
that's-
may
Okay.
say more, which may say more about the quality of my other friendships, but
you qualify as my bestie at this point.
I hope so. But like don't neglect your friendship. Like do things as friends. Hang out, do fun things, go to movies. Like
Yeah.
not that we do that, but you know what I mean? Don't neglect your friendship.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say don't start out like prioritizing friendship. I think like the romance thing.
No. And we weren't friends to
First.
begin with.
No,
We fell in love first.
I didn't want to
but-
be your friend. That was not what I was thinking at all.
But now we're friends.
well, that's great. I'm glad you guys managed to become friends over the course
Yeah, we
of
did. We worked that part
20
out.
some-
Us
20
20
years
years, but now we're best
There
friends.
you go.
Yeah.
We started out as arch nemesis. Some year
Newman.
around year 15, something began to shift. I was like, I don't even think I'd stab him if I had the chance.
Oh, that's absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta, especially while you have kids in the house and stuff. I mean, you got a busy job there, but if once they're gone, you see a lot of marriages not really
Yeah.
function too well after they're empty nesters because they don't really know how to get along or just enjoy one another.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, don't make your whole identity parenting because eventually the kids are going to be gone and you're just going to be, if all you did and all you were was parents, you're just going to be sitting staring at each other and not know who each other are and not know where to go and what's next. And
Yeah.
I got two. One is sort of similar to what you guys have already been saying, what you said there, Kel. But just I think it's really great if you have kids for your kids to know that they're not the most important thing. Like I would tell my kids all the time, "I love you, but not as much as I love your mother."
Yeah.
Or like your mother's the most important person in our family, like
Right.
that kind of thing. I think that actually it's good for them if they've got an ego. because it takes them down a notch, but it's also good for them if they're a little insecure to know like that is not ever shaken.
Yeah.
And or I would often tell our kids, like, I agree with your mother and I don't even need to know what she said first. Like if your mother says the sky is green, just you ask me, sky's green.
Yeah.
Like I just agree with your mother categorically. Yeah, just laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh together.
For sure.
Like laughing takes tension out of situations. It bonds you. It's fun. It gives you, you know, and you can, if you got the right sense of humor, like when you're broke, you can laugh. When you got some money, you can laugh.
Yeah.
When you've been stressed out, laughing helps. When you're having the best day of your life, laughing is the, you know, cherry on top. Like there's just never a bad time, I don't think.
Yeah.
For maybe if your spouse does believe there's a wrong time to laugh, you should have made a better choice. But in our relationship, it's always fair game to crack a joke and enjoy a good laugh together. And,
But we've had some pretty good laughs.
Inside jokes too.
Yes.
Inside jokes are the best.
Yeah.
When you can look across the room and catch their eye and know they're cracking up inside at the same thing
Yes,
you are.
for sure.
That's the best.
Yeah. Mine is avoid comparison with other marriages and couples.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it can really mess you up in a couple ways if you compare. Say, well, at least we're doing better than them.
yeah.
That puts a limit on your relationship.
How would you even know that though, right?
Well, I mean, maybe they're getting divorced.
Well, yes, but I mean,
At least we're not getting. He cheated on her or whatever. Like, I think don't set the bar based on someone else's relationship. Whether that's a high bar where you look at somebody and they're like, wow, like that's just the perfect couple and they get along so well and they finish each other's sandwiches and all that stuff, right? And
finish my sandwich. It's not going to be a happy marriage. I'll tell you that.
just
Back off. Get your own sandwich.
Get your hand off
Remember
my
those Subway
sandwich.
commercials?
Yes,
Back off.
I
Get your
do.
own sandwich.
Yeah. So I think like strive for the health of your own relationship and don't follow. You're different people. You're different personalities, and every relationship's different. And I think we can really hurt ourselves. Comparison will rob your joy, right? In a bunch of ways. And so just don't look to other marriages. You can look to other marriages on like, okay, what do they do that's bringing them joy? Like that's fine, but don't.
Even that though, I would say piecemeal it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you don't want to emulate someone else's
Totally.
marriage. You might like if you go to your friend's house and you see what color they painted every wall in their house, and you go home and paint your walls all the same. Like that's just weird.
Yeah.
If you go and you're like, I kind of like the picture in the powder or the color on the wall in the powder room there. Maybe let's try that.
Yeah.
Like cool, but marriages don't exist. Just two people exist and they're married.
Right.
And so there isn't a thing. I mean, there's some principles that are consistent, but like you can't have someone else's marriage because you're not them.
Yes.
Like you have to be married to
Exactly.
your spouse.
Yeah.
And your spouse has to be married to you. And you got to figure out, I know people who swear by date night. I'm like, good for you.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
Right.
And we're happy as can be. Right. And I know like there's no like, you have to do this or you got to figure out your
Totally.
own thing, man.
I totally agree. And then date night's a great example. Like our favorite date nights usually staying home.
Watching a movie.
Yeah,
or
we
a
just
show.
like want to be home
Not
doing
happy
nothing.
to go anywhere.
Totally.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking. One of the great ways to keep yourself from comparing yourself to other couples is never hang out with other people.
Oh, that's definitely. Don't have friends.
No.
Wow.
That's why you marry your best friend, so you don't have to talk to anybody else. You heard it here first, folks.
There you go.
Don't have friends.
Isolate hard.
Yes. Just cut everybody
Great
off.
advice.
It's in the Bible.
You have work associates, your spouse, nobody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Just go home and watch soccer.
Yeah. Something that came up on the last episode that we wanted to get the ladies' opinion on was this idea. We Brent and I stuck our neck out on giving some advice to the ladies, and one of the things I said is that I think it's important for women to remember that they have sins, not just struggles. Because usually the conversation gets framed around guys do all this terrible stuff, and then women struggle with insecurities but nothing that anyone ever calls a sin. And so we didn't want to go far enough though to begin to guess at what might be some of the more common or frequent or besetting sins that maybe are more frequently found among the female members of the population. So we wanted to ask Melanie and Kelly, what do you think are some of the more common like sin issues that women wrestle with?
Right off the hop, gossip comes to the top of my mind.
Yeah.
Way to go for the
real.
stereotype right from the get-go. I
But
love
it's
it.
true. It's a stereotype because it's true.
Yeah.
Women love to chat. and we like to chat about each other. But there's a line where it comes from just healthy conversation to gossip and bad mouthing people. So
Why do you think that's
it's rooted in insecurity for sure. 100%. Women are constantly comparing to one another and insecure. I mean, not every woman. Don't want to generalize, but for the most part, I would say it's rooted in insecurity.
Yeah, I don't find, like, in my experience in church, that the gossip engines are men.
No.
Well, men don't sit around and chit chat about their friends.
No.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, you ever see that? There's a bit what's that comedian? Oh shoot, I forget his name right now. But he had that bit about getting home and his wife asking him how his buddy Tom was doing or whatever, and he's going through a divorce. And he's like, "Did you ask him how he's doing?" He's like, "No." He's like, "He showed me his new driver." He's like,
There's a Jeff Foxworthy routine where he gets a text, says we got to pray for Tom and Lisa. I think it was, they were in a bad wreck. And his wife's like, well, what happened? He's like, I don't know. We just have to pray for Tom and Lisa. They're in a bad wreck. Well, where were they? I don't know. We just got to pray for Tom and Lisa. They're in a bad wreck. Are they going to make it? Well, I assume so, because they asked us to pray for Tom and Lisa, and they were in a bad wreck. Anyways, yeah.
You have thoughts on that?
Oh, I know Kelly has thoughts.
Yeah. Envy is a big one that comes to mind. Envy and jealousy. And just anytime you look at, it's typically, I think, other women, and I don't have what they have. I should have what they have. I want what they have. And it comes down to comparison too. We're comparing ourselves to other women and comparing ourselves to, what we see in them. That we feel like we should have. I think that's a big one. For sure.
Do you think it connects, like, I'm trying to think biblically, like on Genesis 3, where, like, when God starts...
I mean, it was Eve who wasn't content.
Well, yeah, she was deceived, for sure.
Yeah, but
and
she's like, I could use some more knowledge and wisdom. And Adam was like, dude, I'm just here, buck naked. There's fruit everywhere. What more could I want?
Adam failed to cover her.
Yeah,
to cut that off. But then... in Genesis 3, it starts talking about, or God starts saying, here's what's going to happen now. He says, like to Adam, you will try to lord over her.
Yep.
And then basically, I forget the exact language, but she will try to control.
Yeah.
And I think that's the root even of gossip, of envy, of all it is comes back to discontentment and insecurity and control. For sure.
It's easy to look at the typical kind of sins that men commit and think that they're worse, but they both come down to breakdown of relationship.
Yeah.
Breakdown of relationship with each other and with God, and that's, I think, like, it's the breakdown of the relationship that's the serious part.
So you're saying everybody wants what other women have?
No. But yeah, just that, like in Genesis 3, that's the woman's going to kind of want that thing that she doesn't have.
Yeah.
And I think that's
So it's all Eve's fault.
at the heart of it.
It's all Eve's fault.
It's other women.
You heard it.
It's not us. It's other women. It was Eve. It wasn't us.
Well, let's try to fix you guys. What?
Sure, thanks.
What is the key to? Like, again, your women are wired the way they're wired, and for better and worse. Like, what's the key to get over gossip or to get over anxiety, like, of things you can't control, or trying to control your husband, or like where does a woman go to find freedom in that? Like, what are some things that might work? I'm not asking because you
Wish I knew.
I have a friend who's really good at that. It drives me nuts.
I just want to be her.
I wish I could be as free as she is from envy.
I think
I know this one lady, and she never gossips, and I don't know what it's about. But let me tell you,
It's driving me crazy. Do you know her?
she thinks she's better than everyone else because she doesn't gossip, but I think she's
I've heard conversations like that. It's not,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think identity in Christ and just understanding that first and foremost, I'm a child of God. And anything else that I have or don't have is secondary to that. And, the more I can root myself in my identity as a beloved child of God, the less that other stuff matters. And the less, the less I worry, the less, again, I'm not saying I've got it all figured out, but anytime I kind of struggle with any of that stuff, the more that I can just dig my feet into who I am in Christ. And as a beloved child of God, just the less all that stuff matters.
Are you the worrier in the relationship?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would wonder what percentage of married couples the woman is the worrier.
It's definitely you in our relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The worries I have are yours.
The only thing you worry about is how worried she is about stuff.
100%. I'm
I can empathize
fine.
with that a little bit.
I'm fine.
You sound like a roster. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Legitimately, my worries are yours. Like, it's like, okay.
So here's a question I have, kind of following up on something you said, Melanie, about comparison with other women and that kind of thing. Like, one of the things I've noticed is there are things that, again, broadly speaking, within our culture, women blame men for. Say that are like, this is an expectation men have, or this is that often no man I know cares about. Do you think, how much of some of that mindset do you think is like imagined or self-imposed or assumed, or that, like, here's the one that drives people talk about, like, men don't want women to have pockets in their clothes. I'm like, I don't know a single man who has an opinion on why women's pants don't have good pockets. Like, I've never met a guy who's like, yeah, the chick, she was pretty cool, but she was always wearing those pants with the pockets where she could put stuff in them, and I just wasn't into it.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, no straight man is designing women's clothes in the first place. So, like, why do they care? Like, what, I don't know. What do you guys think on that? Like, is that?
I got something to tell you. I'm a closet designer. I deeply closeted.
Yeah, so you're saying? No, why would I say that? Norm. But yeah, like, do you guys think that is how much of those pressures that women feel they have to live up to, that may at least sometimes get blamed on society in general or men specifically, are more from other women and or imagined, or how much of them do you think are kind of more real?
I think women care more about what other women think than what men think.
Agreed.
Like, women are dressing for other women most of the time.
Yeah.
Or caring what other women think more than, like, I don't care what you think about my outfit.
I don't. I don't.
I don't think about her.
There's some outfits I think about, but mostly I don't think about it.
For the most part, I think women care
made you
more
blush.
about.
I just made you blush.
I don't blush.
Oh, okay. All right.
Moving on. I care more about, speaking from my perspective,
Yes.
I think I care more about what other women think than what other men think.
Well, and how many times have you literally said, I've said like, I like how you look right now, and you said, you like when I look the worst.
Because you do. You like when I'm in jogging pants and
I do.
no makeup and I look like garbage. So obviously I'm not going to get dressed for you
Totally.
when I get dressed to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put in all this work for a guy who's okay with track pants and no makeup.
But really, though,
Totally.
I think women care more about what other women think than what men
I
think.
agree.
Maybe that's my perspective as a married woman, because I know I'm married. I'm not dressing for men. I'm married, you know?
Well, and in some ways, it's probably healthier that way. Like
Right.
in some ways, like if you're putting yourself out there for other men, then we have a bigger problem.
Right. So maybe a
So-
single woman would say something
Yeah,
different, right?
yeah.
Like maybe a single woman cares more about what men think than
Yeah.
other women.
But even if
don't
I
know.
think even if a single woman cares more what men think, their idea of what men want is still probably more shaped by what other women think.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I need to be attractive for men, but who determined what attractive was?
Right.
There's this big, the whole like heroin chic thing is coming back in now. Like I don't know.
Is it?
Oh yeah. You've seen Ariana Grande lately?
No.
All
Dude,
the skinny
for like
celebrities
$40
Really?
a month, you can
Ozempic,
make sure
yeah.
that she gets a cup of food every day. Like she looks
Wow.
terrible.
A little-
And yeah, it's one of those things like that. There's no guy who's ever cared about like
Nah, that's definitely women
Totally.
driving that.
yeah, and an eating disorder, I think. But
Yeah.
but I mean, even that, like, yeah, I think a lot of that. Well, I mean, even what you guys just pointed out, right? Like, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, when my wife looks comfortable,
Yeah.
I think that's cute,
Yeah.
right? And when she looks like she's, whatever, trying to.
Yeah.
Because I'm always uncomfortable
Yeah.
when I'm trying.
Well, yeah, but it's just one of those things. I'm like, I appreciate the effort, but
Yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
It's not one of those things where I'm just going like, oh wow, you look so much better. Like, you know,
Yeah, guys like if you're you,
yeah.
and probably like a little meat on your bones.
Well, and-
more than.
And if you're
heroin.
married too, it's not like you're being fooled.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like
I've seen you at your worst.
we've seen
See
behind the
you in the
curtain,
morning.
you know, and like so it's not one of those like, dude, wow, like, you're attracted to your wife, you know, in a fairly natural state, or not at all at the end of the day, because
Yeah,
you're not believing the lie.
yeah,
I think in a lot of ways we are our own worst enemy.
Yes,
Like,
100%.
You know, in how we look, how we dress, how we treat each other, how we support each other. Even a lot of times comes
see,
out in
now
some
that's a
really
thing I wanted to
weird,
talk about,
weird ways. Like, and I know this is probably a fairly unique experience in some places, but I've received more pushback being a woman in ministry or choosing to stay home and raise my kids from women. I've never heard a negative word from a man, but I've received pushback from women. And I think like there's just, I don't know if it's cattiness or it just comes back to that insecurity thing. But yeah, I think we're our own worst enemies in a lot of ways.
I remember when we first hired Kelly to be a pastor at the church I was at in Halifax. The only person on the board who voted against that was a woman who was a champion for women in ministry.
wow.
But I think she felt like, I think she was jealous that Kelly was getting the opportunity and she wasn't. Oh, wow. And yeah, I've usually, typically my staff have been about 50-50, and I don't think I've ever had a man come to me with a concern about a woman in a pastoral position. And I also don't think I've ever had a woman on my staff get significant pushback from a man, whether it's about that or not, but just being a pain in the butt. Usually it's been a woman that causes the drama for the women pastors that I've ever worked with. Which is one of the things that drives me nuts, because that whole narrative of like, you know, men holding women back in like the workforce, like, dude, I think you guys fight against each other way too much and turn on each other and have a scarcity mentality of like, if she gets it, I can't. As opposed
And
to-
it's not a universal experience, but I think we women tend to forget about that part of it, like, and just blame everything on the men. And I think we kind of leave out the part where we sabotage ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, and maybe if you just didn't gossip so much
Yeah.
and be so catty and,
Knock it off,
and
ladies.
controlling, we'd give you more opportunity.
Maybe if we thought, you know, you're not going to be running around talking about us behind our back.
Right.
And-
Yeah, I totally agree. Like I think in my experience, most male leaders just like winning. And if there's a woman who's awesome, I don't care what your gender is. Like Carrie Broad, she kicks butt.
Yeah.
Like I never gave any consideration to, oh, this is a female. Like it's like she's great at what she does.
Yeah.
I treat her the same way I do anybody else. Yeah. I think that's
I've
been
seen
my,
you fart right in front of her.
I don't think I have.
Oh my
but
word.
I'm joking.
Really?
I'm joking.
Really? Texting her after.
If I did, it wasn't on purpose. I
Terry,
certainly
I'm
didn't lean into it. Like
Didn't do the old shift and squeak.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's what equality's all about.
We don't want that kind of equality.
Now there's
We want selective
that
equality.
That is no truer
That's-
statement has
yes.
ever been made than that.
yeah.
Women do not want true equality.
Yeah, it's
they
like-
want selective equality.
Yeah, it's like Bill Burr when he's talking about like as soon as the building's on fire,
That's
it's like the
Women and
guys.
children first.
Yeah, I'm
And-
just a girl.
and that's why I make $250 more an hour than you.
Yeah.
Because I got to stay on the boat while you guys
Yeah.
row away.
His whole bit about being a stay-at-home mom is the hardest job in the world. He's like, really?
Really?
You ever been a redhead who's a roofer in July?
I think any job you can do in your pajamas can't be the hardest job in the world.
Put on a video for the kids, and then take a nap.
That's all it is. Yeah.
I do think he had a valid point, though.
Oh, dear.
Like, if you're a coal miner and you're going to get black lung.
Yeah.
Like, that's Anyway. We got some listener questions here that have been sent in, and we want to kind of dig through some of these. They're a little bit all over the place. We're not going to get to them all. We're just going to kind of pick some as we go. But One of them kind of continuing on this theme of marriage that might be interesting to hear the answer to. What is the absolute weirdest disagreement you've ever had?
Man.
The weirdest disagreement you've ever had.
I find them all weird.
They're all dumb.
Yeah.
Like it's never a huge over something big.
we
It's
don't
always
fight
something
over big
little
stuff.
and dumb.
We're 99.9% aligned on everything.
On the
It's
big
just on the
things,
small little
yeah.
stupid stuff.
It's
So
always something
it would
dumb.
disappoint people if they saw what we argued about.
Yes.
There's talk about secrets of a good marriage. There is a genuine pro tip there. Like, marry someone who is chasing Jesus as hard as you are.
Yeah.
Because it really does, like, all of the big stuff just disappears.
I couldn't isolate one example, but it boils down to she, like, on the Enneagram is a 1. And so it's like a perfectionist. It's somebody that, like, just compulsively, there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. I'm a 3, which means we both want to get to the right outcome. It's just I'm willing to cut corners and do things different to get to that, and I'll find a better way than the right way. I do.
Better.
Yes. No,
Could it be better if it's not the right way?
No, it's like whether it's finances, like it's like there's principles that she has that she can't see outside, and sometimes like actually we'll have more money if we do it this way.
Yeah.
And it's like, but no, you don't do that. And like, so we argue about, and usually I have to fight pretty hard to get
what are the real
winning,
rules
to get the
versus
winning.
just
Like,
what are how we do
yeah,
it?
like she holds herself to her rules, which I admire about her, but also it's annoying. So she's very
Deep convictions.
her convictions are deep, and they're deep on dumb stuff. On like stuff.
I wouldn't say they're dumb.
No, all your convictions are deep, and some things you don't need to hold deep convictions on, like where this goes or like the route you go.
There's
like,
a right way to do things and a wrong way.
right, exactly,
To do
and it's like
That's it. A right way,
Yes.
and then a bunch of
Yes.
wrong ways.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I see the
And my way is the right way.
I see the world as
Well, I can't
here's
see
the
how that would ever cause conflict.
yeah.
Doesn't never.
It's like you see one lane to the outcome, I see 100 lanes to the
but
outcome.
we end up in the same
most
spot.
of the time, but
generally.
our fights usually get, it's like if I see a better lane and suggest it usually doesn't go over well. So
Yeah.
yeah, is
Yeah,
that
'cause my
fair?
way is right.
But it's wrong because it's not as good.
To you.
No.
We're gonna have one right now.
Or to math.
So for those
this
of
is
you who
how we fight.
for those of you who are wondering how this works in their relationship, this is it.
Yeah, I do have to advocate very hard for you to change your mind on stuff.
Yes.
Like it's just part of our relationship, and I've had to learn how to pick my battles and just let her do it her way on 99% of stuff. And if it's something that's big enough, I'll go to bat to like, hey, we need to do this financially, or we need to do, like, I'll have to fight for it. And it's just, and she'll come around eventually. And she doesn't like to admit to when we have changed course and it has been the right way.
Because we don't change course.
Oh, really?
This is she stick handles you until you think you've gotten your way, but it's actually still being done her
What
way.
you think?
No, sometimes I'll like, okay, call your dad because he'll agree with me on this one. Like, and he's listen to this person.
I love it.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I can't.
Kelly is very much a rule follower.
Yeah.
Not so much as she has rules, but like just if there's a perception of expectation from anyone on the planet, Kelly has to steel herself to go against that. And
Yeah.
I'm very much like,
Yeah.
let's push on the rule and see how solid it is, right? Not on moral issues, but
Yeah.
Is this a real rule,
right.
or is this
is this a convention? Is this
Yeah.
an actual rule? Is
Totally.
this just what everybody does? And I'm very much like but we could do it a different way. And if, okay, what would the consequence be? Well, somebody might think it was strange. Like, well, let them think. I don't care. Yeah. So I'm very much that way. But we don't usually fight over it. I usually just have to suggest something and then give Kelly some time. Kelly's a slow processor, and I'm a very fast
That's also
processor.
us.
Yeah.
And so I've learned like I have to raise an issue, then ask if we can talk about it. then talk about it, then later ask if we can make a decision based on the conversation we had, kind
Which
of a thing.
is very draining for somebody who's a fast processor.
It is.
Like me and you. Like,
Yeah.
It's like I've already determined the outcome and I can do it in 20 seconds.
Well, and usually I think people who are fast processors, we live with an unreal sense of urgency too. Like there's just,
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like it's like,
Doesn't
we
have
don't
to be
actually
that.
have to make this. We could make this decision in 2 weeks and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Or in 3 days or whatever, right? But it's one of those, like, we just tend to be the kind of people like, let's just make a decision and go.
Get it done.
Yeah. So I would say the weirdest disagreement we've ever had was over buying a minivan.
Oh yeah, I did not want to buy a minivan.
No, we were
I respect that, Kelly.
we were relatively
I
early in our married life.
No.
We had 2 kids. We didn't need a minivan, but we were looking for a vehicle and we wanted something. You know, we had Kelly's parents lived in Pennsylvania at the time, and so there were road trips from Halifax to Pennsylvania regularly, and we wanted plenty of space, and it's also nice to have some room for cargo. And I was just like, I said, should we look at some minivans? Like they check all those boxes. And Kelly just goes, one of the few times you've come close to actually raising your voice at me. And you're like, no, I forget what you were like. I am 25 years old. I have 2 children and a mortgage. I am not getting a minivan. Like that
That was
the
one
last,
step too far.
That was like the last vestige of like, I still could kind of tell myself I'm young and cool, but that would be the last.
Yeah.
And so
No,
we didn't get a minivan.
No, we didn't.
As for me and my house.
I think it was just one of those, like, there's certain boxes you check before you're an old fuddy-duddy,
Yeah.
and this is the last one, and that'll be the cross the line. And
So you never
we're
did
not
I
get
forgot
one?
about that. No.
She won?
We had a Dodge Journey for a while, which is
Not
on the line.
technically a minivan.
yeah, it's like a SUV crossover with a folding.
But even that
third
wasn't
row.
until like the kids were in high school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you put it
that
off
was
for a couple
Kind
well.
of like a can. It's kind of like a caravan.
Yeah.
The Dodge
Yeah.
Journey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's an SUV for people who are in denial about needing a minivan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair
which
enough.
is about what we were. So yeah,
Yeah, I can't think of anything specific on.
No, because they're all so dumb.
Yeah, it's-
Nothing
it's-
stands out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the legit, like, I said it before, but like if you actually agree on Jesus and you're both following Jesus and you're both listening, like what drives me nuts is when I hear, like, I'm married, they go to church. It's like, that doesn't tell you jack squat. Like you need someone who's actually following Jesus and someone who knows how to hear from him. And all the biggest decisions Kelly and I have ever had to make, like the ones that would have been worth actually like fighting over, we didn't actually make them.
Yeah.
Right? We just, all right, let's pray about it and see what God says. And then we get back together and compare notes and we go, oh, yeah, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this question since we're still deep diving on marriage and relationships. So, and again, these are listener questions. A lot of them are really good. What is the hardest, most honest feedback you've ever had to give your husband as a ministry leader? Just air it out for the dozens. I have an answer
For those
but-
of you who are not watching the audio or the video version of this, Kelly is currently trying to think of something, and Mel is trying to think of something she'd feel comfortable saying on air.
Nailed it.
Mel is sorting through a massive list, and Kelly is just scrambling for something.
Say the question again.
what is
Do anything to buy us time.
what is the most honest feedback you've had to give your husband as a ministry leader? I have one I can
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
I don't know if it was the most honest for you. It was the one that landed, and it was actually helpful, and I heard it. I don't know. It was probably like 10 years ago, and we were swimming, and just us hanging out, and for whatever reason, you didn't come at me aggressive because that doesn't usually go well. And you said, I don't know how you got in the conversation. But you just said, you don't realize how you come across to
I
people.
was just gonna say that was gonna be my thing.
Yeah, I know you're not trying to be X, but it comes across as X.
Yes.
And I still remember that conversation. I actually do think it planted some seed. I think I've gotten better at, at least with people who I'm not close to, realizing my whisper is a shout and trying to not have to have the last word. And I think I've calmed down a lot as I've gotten older. That's part of it. But that was helpful and critical, and I heard it. So, I think it was the way you delivered it. Like, just, You know, I think that was a big part of it. It was like she was like Luke Skywalker in A New Hope. Yeah. Use the Force, Luke, and she took the homing beacon off and just shot the shot, and it got through that little hole and blew up the Death Star. So, yeah, that's an example. Do you have one?
No, I would say that's the one I would still say is people that don't know you don't know that you have a tender, soft heart. People that know you know that. But I would say sometimes
People that watched you cry like a baby 17
Yes.
times this past Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, that too. Yeah. Yeah.
But sometimes you don't know how you come across.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. AJ and I have talked about that a little bit. Like when you have a very like apostolic prophetic gift, sometimes the things that you say come across as more like definitive and harsh, even though you don't intend them to be harsh.
Yeah.
But that's
right.
That's a little bit of the gift, but kind of maybe.
They're hard edged.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
people,
that's-
get bumped by those hard edges. Yeah.
And they assume that means something for you that it doesn't.
Right.
Like,
No.
I always tell people, like, I actually have no problem saying I was wrong.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like I just want the right answer.
I just struggle to explain myself not clearly.
Yeah.
On it, like I'll say that people be like, "Oh, mine's made up." I was like, "No, I've just clearly explained what I
put
think
out
right
a
now."
really strong point.
Yeah.
And if it's wrong, I'll be the first to say, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Yeah.
I have no issue. But like people assume that like you're bullheaded.
It is ironic that like one of the things that best equips you to be a good leader and a good preacher is how clear your communication is. Yet at the same time, people can often like that level of clarity for people who, to what you said, Mel, don't know the heart behind it.
Harsh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, people just think this is just how it is and you're going to like it. And it's like, you don't ever say that, but it comes across that way to people. Although I also get a kick out of how many times I've said something and you get the same person, like, you came down a little too hard on that. And then someone else will come up to you 6 seconds later and go, thank you so much for bringing such clarity to that difficult issue. That's where you realize, like, there's so many people in the room.
It's impossible to thread the needle.
Yeah. Here's one. What are the most unexpected joys of being a pastor / pastor's wife that people on the outside might never consider? Most unexpected joys. I like that they chose unexpected, not just greatest. Because anyone's going, whatever, lives change and transform. Like, what are the fringe benefit kind of things? What are the unexpected things, joys?
Yeah. Top of mind for me is just like, again, it's the opposite side of the same coin. Sometimes like people are the hardest part of things, but the kindness of people to your family is ridiculous. Like just, we've been so blessed by people. Like people have just been so kind to our family at a level that we don't deserve, you know, like.
And the prayers, people will come up to me, women that I don't talk to on a regular basis, and be like, I just want you to know I'm praying for you and your family. Like people that you don't even know.
And then you're like, I bet she prays more than me.
But
You're closer to Jesus than me.
But people going out of their way to bless us, you know, whether it's financially or through prayer, even doing little things for our kids along the way has been so life-giving to us. Like I'll never forget, I took Ava when we were first launching Charlottetown. This would be like 5 years ago now. So she would have been like 13, 12. You know, and some lady that never met her before just knew I'd brought my daughter and gave her $20 to go buy an ice cream at Cow's, and like it just blew her mind, you know, like, and just little acts of kindness, sometimes big acts of kindness too. We've had some people do some really nice things for us, and I never expected that getting into this, that people would, again, people treat you differently, for better and worse.
And it's not a normal job at all, but there is the level of, I can't imagine another career I'd be in where, whether it's gifts, prayers, even just kind words and encouragement, like what other career could I be in where someone would come up and go like, my whole life changed because of, or if it wasn't for you, I would like, I just can't imagine what else that would be. You talk about gifts. We got a new little thing here in the back, at the corner of the back, the back corner. Yeah. So one of the dozens and a King's Church member made that for me and dropped it off in my office this week because he knows I like Bagel Central, because he's paying attention to the podcast. I don't think it's ever even come up in a sermon, right?
Also,
where else are people doing that?
We failed to mention as well the swag for our dogs. I got this cool bandana here, the back corner bandana for Lewis,
And then
which I chose not to bring him here today because
our dog Ellie,
he's crazy.
You need to go watch the video if you're doing the audio only, but she has a Ask My Dad About the Nephilim hoodie that she's rocking.
The tiniest hoodie ever.
It's just adorable, and she's adorable, and she's the best dog ever.
Yeah. So tiny that's been unexpected. Just those blessings along the way. And there's been so many of them.
If I worked at Superstore, I don't think any of my customers would come in with a custom made hoodie, going like, "Man, I buy the freshest produce here, and I just want you to know."
I think it's a unique grace though that goes with the burden of it. Like I truly believe that being in ministry is like the highest and the lowest. Both. It's the best of times and the worst of times. And like there's nobody more blessed, I think, than us. Yeah. And there's nobody more burdened and beat up.
That's why I say it's that aspect of it is different than any other job, but it's not the only aspect that's different. Like, also, if I was the produce manager at Superstore, I wouldn't wake up at 3:00 in the morning praying about a salad that I knew someone was making that week. You know what I mean? Like that part isn't really a part of it. And also, you know, if someone doesn't like where I put the broccoli, I don't have to worry about my family's never going to hear about that. It's not going to be weird for them. Like they got to go to salad making club with the lady who hates my romaine's kid, and it's all going to be weird. Like,
What about you guys?
I would say I'll answer as a pastor's wife, because I am one. There's something about seeing your spouse do super well at things that matter for eternity is just like, I think any decent spouse is going to be proud of their spouse's accomplishments in their career or whatever. But there's just such a different level. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm talking down about other careers, but there is a different level of it mattersness when people's eternal destinies are changing versus, you know, Q3 did better than Q2 in the sales department. There's just something really great about watching that. And for Kelly and I, it's been a fun dynamic too, because I mean, she's been a pastor now for a decade, but I've been a pastor for 25 years. And so there's ways that I can help and encourage, but just also I can appreciate, like I understand. That's one of the cool dynamics I think of both being pastors is we know what it takes to accomplish what each other accomplish. We know what goes into that stuff. And so there's just a level of, understanding that is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say just the unexpected joy of being present with people. In situations or even in just hearing things that there's no good solution for. Like there's no good answer. But just the fact that I can be there and listen and how deeply meaningful that is for people is not like, I wouldn't have expected it to be a joy.
Guess which one of us has a shepherding gift? I like to accomplish things. I just want to be with people.
No, I didn't expect that to bring such joy.
It's super. You do find yourself in those moments. You're like, this is sacred, even though it's so broken and painful.
Yeah, I say that all the time. People's pain is sacred space, and it's an honor to be invited into it. Like the level of, you think like at a funeral, and there's like the immediate grieving family and you. You know what I mean? Like you totally wind up in. I've stood next to the bed of a deceased person where I am the only person who's not a blood relative in that room. And I've maybe known the family for a year or whatever, right? Like we're not. You end up in places you have no relational business being. And there is a weird, like that, people talk about that ministry of presence thing, but there are very few moments where I'm more aware that there's something unique about the calling that's on a pastor and how much of this is psychology and how much of this is theology, I don't know. But it's like, sometimes you being in the room makes people aware that God is in the room with them in a way that has nothing to do with what you say. I don't know, again, whether you just represent it or you're carrying his presence with you or some combination of it, but that's one of those like horrible privileges. You know what I mean? Like you wish you never needed to do that, but it's an honor when you get to. Yeah.
I like this one. If you had a warning label, what would it say? I know. I got one for you.
Yeah, I think we got to do this. Like our spouses have to answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Melanie is keep fed or risk injury.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie.
You're so
That's
great when
accurate.
you've eaten.
Don't let me get hungry.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts.
Yep.
Do you got a warning label for
I
Brent?
don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
I'm
You
safe.
guys go while I think about it.
I can't. I mean, I'm sure you can come up with one for me. I got nothing for you. Kelly's the sweetest person I know, genuinely. Probably if there was a warning label, it would be something like, don't assume that because I agree, I actually want to. Because you could be a bit of a people pleaser. So it's like, yeah. Or-
Objects that you put in drawers may not actually stay
Oh,
in the
dude.
same drawer.
So Kelly is the consummate rule follower, except in this weird dysfunctional act of rebellion against her mother, who always had a place for everything and everything in its place with a label on it. She takes great joy in just anything in the kitchen could it end up anywhere at any time.
that's
Oh my
terrible.
gosh.
Oh,
I
it's a
couldn't do
nightmare.
that.
You
And-
changed where the cups are 5 years ago, and it still feels wrong.
I know
to me.
you're all messed up.
And I grew up in a family where we weren't that rigid, but like as in we didn't have a labeled, the butter knives were always to the whatever the left of the drawer, but it didn't have a little label that said butter knives. So I'm just kind of, that would be a big thing. If I was doing dishes, my mom like put stuff back where it goes, and so I try to put stuff back where it goes or get stuff out from where it goes. But Lord only knows where that is, depending on how Kelly felt earlier that day.
Yep.
And
What
yeah.
whim struck me when I was
Totally.
emptying the dishwasher?
Or frankly, I love you, but you have very little logic in where you put things, even when you're being intentional. Not that you're not tidy, but you're just one of those, like, if you were standing next to a cupboard full of pots and there was a jar of honey on the counter and you were tidying up, you would just put it in with the pots because, I'm right here. That's a place that'll get it off the counter. What's the problem? And yeah, no, that would be the warning label on you for sure. Yeah, do not assume anything is where it was before.
Oh my word, I could not.
No
live like
warnings
Yeah.
for me.
Oh,
Pretty
don't criticize his wife, children, parents.
Yeah.
Don't attack his children, wife.
Yeah.
Family.
That would definitely bring the worst out of me for
Yeah,
sure.
it's the only thing I can think of.
Fairly protective.
Yes.
Do you got
Yeah.
one for me, Cal?
Need snaps?
Pardon?
Need
I do
snaps?
need naps. I'm emotionally quite needy. I need naps. I need head scratches.
Yep.
Nap him every 5 hours.
I do better when I'm well rested.
Yep.
Speaking of well rested, what do you do to re-energize you? It's a question from one of the dozens. What do you do? What re-energizes you?
Absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Alone, quiet time.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Don't interrupt me. Let me be alone for a little bit.
Yeah. You were that way before we did ministry.
100%.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
But I am now. Like now, just anything I can do to not have to be on, I find re-energizing. Just turning off and not having to be responsive or available.
I was talking to a guy last week who's maybe, I don't know, somewhere between probably 5 and 8 years into his like journey as a pastor, and he was saying like, I feel like I'm becoming less relational. Like, is that? I was like, listen, ministry will turn you into an introvert. It just
It does.
it's an occupational hazard. So if you were when you started, it's not going to get any better. And if you were more of an extrovert when you started, you'll probably tend to drift.
Yeah. It was a cool kindness of God, though, I think, about like us getting married. Because at first, when we were married, it was a little bit of a point of contention because I always wanted to go out and be with people, and you just needed to be home and have alone time and stuff, and just didn't want to go do that stuff. I was like, why does she never want to go do stuff? Now it's like we both just want to be home and do nothing. So it actually worked out really good in the end that I got converted.
Converted you to the
Convertism.
dark side.
Kelly and I would be the same, except for the part where one of us used to want to go out every
Yeah, right.
We've just always
We're
been
both-
like, just get to the couch. That's
Yeah.
the whole mission of your day.
Yeah.
Get back to the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find there's a fine line between doing nothing and getting bored, though. Like if sometimes
There's
I think
a
when I rest,
healthy-
I just want to do nothing, but then you get a little bored and gotta go
Make
for a
yourself
walk or
do
be
something.
outside or just do something that brings a little bit of life. Because
Yeah. If I get too bored, it messes with my mental health.
Yeah, for sure. Idle hands find the devil's work.
Yeah.
It's not
Vacations are often, if I don't play it very well, are worse for my mental health
Yeah.
than not. Like I'd rather like take a month and phone it in. Like I'm going to work a 6-hour day for 2 or 3 weeks rather than take a whole solid week off or whatever. That's usually better for my head. I mean, practically speaking, I haven't done much woodworking lately, but that's always been just a recharge, get away, do something I enjoy. I go to the gym very regularly, and I have a love-hate relationship with that in terms of like it's exhausting, but also seems to be good for me. But also like, do you feel better after? It's like, depends. Do you mean energy level? Do you mean physically? Do you mean mentally?
Yeah.
Like mentally, yes. Physically, it's a mixed bag. Energy-wise, I still have never understood the whole like working out gives you more energy. I'm like, that's not how it works. It's like saying, if you go drive, 30, 40 kilometers, your tank will be right full of gas. It's not how it works. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I like this question too. What is one like church stereotype you wish you could destroy?
I love this one.
church stereotype.
What is one church
That we
stereotype?
don't know how to have fun. I feel like
Like
non-Christians.
that's super serious.
Yeah, like they just follow all the rules. They don't know how to have a good time. They don't know how to have fun. You just
good.
sit around and don't do anything fun. I think that's such a huge stereotype. We have so much fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I would say we have too much fun sometimes. Like you're just too busy to doing all the things, having fun. I just think we have a great time.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge stereotype.
Tons of laughs. And,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Like when we go out with our friends, we have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, Christians know how to party.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll say mine's adjacent to that. Is just like that, whatever that way that the enemy has co-opted the gospel and created this sort of religious assumption that you have to like get your crap together before you come in.
Yeah.
Like I confront that so much. Like just people like, oh, I couldn't go to church. The walls would cave in. It's like, how? Like that's the exact opposite of the message. Like, so that would be the big one. Like it would be really helpful.
That's where I was going to go. Just that whole, like, you have to have it all sorted out, or you have to be really, or even just that you have to like be convinced before you can come and like see, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus said, or the Bible says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Like to me, I do think there's a certain amount of invitation to try before you buy kind of a thing, right? Like you don't have to be a devout Christian to check out a church, and you certainly don't have to be, some saint, holy, no problems, life's all rosy thing. Yeah. And related to that, I think there's more of a perception. Like there is a culture in some churches where you can't be honest about your stuff. But I think far more than an actual culture of that, there's a culture of a perception of that. Like that you have to, even as a Christian, like I have to put on this good front. I have to look like that. It's like, and maybe, I don't know, maybe that's one of those things that people like the parishioners see from each other. But I was like, as pastors, I had a friend who was an OBGYN,
Right.
and she would like, it's just another to me.
She's very candid.
Yeah, she was very candid, right? It's like whatever. Like for you, it's the most embarrassing thing or whatever. But for me, it's just like I'm going to see 40 of these today.
Yeah.
And I sometimes like people will come and they're like work up their courage to talk about something, and you're just like, bro, I have like 4 of these a week. Yeah. Right. Like, and
this is not
like
unique.
Yeah. Like
your sin is not
totally.
shocking.
There are very few people I have ever met who I was remotely, what their big sin was that they felt they needed to reveal, or even just their struggle. Like, I'm not 100% sure about the Trinity. You're like, cool, dude. Like, let's talk about it. But maybe a very small handful that would have caught me off guard, even just in the sense of like, I didn't see it coming. But I don't know if there's been any that I've like fallen out of my chair with like, you what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, it's
Yeah.
almost you're calling the shot before they walk in, right?
I think it's all the result of shame, like even that idea that I gotta clean myself up before I come in. The enemy loves to.
Well, and there's a weird version of pride in that too, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a weird version of like, I have to be able to say I did it in order to go there, but I don't want to do it. So I'll stay out, and yeah. What about this one? This is an incredibly narrow cross section of the dozens for someone who's new to ministry life. So for the 7 people who listen to this, what advice would you give them
In going into ministry?
Yeah, like life is a couple in ministry.
Yeah.
Like they're just starting in ministry.
Yeah. Let's say they're just finishing Bible college, or they're a year or 2 in, and they're going, man, we're having a hard time figuring this out.
Yeah. I would say just have a firm grip on the fact that you're called.
Yeah.
Like, because there's just going to be times where it's a joy and it's like, I love that I get to do this. There's going to be a lot of times you're like, I would love to not do this. And I think, honestly, the most, pleasing seasons to God of my life haven't been the ones where it's like, I love that I do this. It's been, I'm in this, like, God, I'd love to do anything else.
Yeah.
But I don't feel you saying to me, I can do that.
Yeah.
Like the call's still on, and so I'm still here. But I think the point I would make is like, just get a real firm grip on, like, I'm called to this, and I have a conviction that God's asked me to do this, and I didn't sign up because it would be easy or because it would be hard. I just signed up because he asked me. Yeah. And that's the end of the discussion. And I think if you can anchor yourself in that, you can ride the ups and downs, and they're never going to stop. They're always, they're always coming. So, but we have I'd love to not do this conversation fairly regularly, probably as recently as last night.
I was just going to say, this sounds very fresh. Focus on the Lord, not on people's opinions.
Yeah, honestly though. And it's like, and we had a meeting this morning about some other stuff, and it's just like, you get into those fantasies of wanting to, I'll just go start a business and try to make 7 figures and, like just go do something.
I don't struggle with that as much because I don't have any practical life skills.
I love the challenge of starting. I have an entrepreneurial gear that I'd love to flex, but
I'd end up doing something creative.
But it's a fantasy like that isn't like, calling is the most important thing to anchor yourself in, and it's the most life-giving.
Yep.
In that it's like, I said to you, like, I actually don't know what it's like to not wake up with a deep sense of purpose.
Yeah.
It's like, I know what I have to do, and I know who I'm doing it for at the end of the day, and that's enough.
Yeah.
And
well, as I said to you, and I've said a lot of times to other people too, like, if there aren't souls on the line, I don't have a reason to get out of bed. Like, that's the stakes that
you need something big enough to motivate you.
And I don't mean everyone should have that.
Yeah,
I know myself enough to know, like, there's the inertia is strong with me. And so there's mornings you wake up and you're like, oh, and then you're like, nah, dude, there's like actual like lives and eternities on the line. And I legit, like, I wonder how long I could hold down a job that had lower stakes.
Well, and you see, I think a lot of Christians do struggle with that until they, like, go back to our Dave O'Leary conversation we had, until you connect your vocation with your life's mission.
Totally.
Right. And you use that onto that mission. And I have a lot of friends that are doing that really well at a high level, and it actually keeps them in their job.
Totally.
Right. So it's like, no, this is a good job for me to be able to accomplish my purpose.
Yeah.
So not everybody, it's actually the minority, I think, that get paid to do their purpose.
Totally.
So.
Yeah. This is one of those, like, there's so much, the have to parts of this job are so loud that it's very easy to forget the vast majority that is get to.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, but there's stuff that once it's your paycheck, there are stuff, particularly for you, Brent, like once you're at the top of the org chart, there is stuff that just is your job. Yeah, and you would never choose to do it if you were a volunteer.
For sure.
But there is so much get to.
Yeah. Well, did you guys get a chance to answer that?
No.
I would throw in, while the ladies are thinking, if the ladies are thinking, very like practical level, have friends outside of your church. My dad's generation were raised to not have friends in their church. My dad's a pastor too. And I don't think that's necessary. Like, have lots of friends in your church, but you are never not the pastor of the people who go to your church. Yeah. And so, like, you can hang out with them, you can have fun with them, you can watch the game with them, you can go play horseshoes, whatever you want to do, but you'll never not be the pastor. Maybe there'll be one or two that are mature enough to be able to, like, turn that off. But there's just something about having friends
Yeah.
that you don't have to be on with, that you don't have to, like, if there's a big theological question that comes up, you can just look at them and say, I don't care, and I'm not talking about it.
Yeah.
Like that kind of, which you can't do that with your, or if they're like, you know, whatever, my marriage is falling apart, you can just be like, yeah, that sucks, bro. You should go see a counselor. Yeah. you don't they don't
That
feel like
sucks. How about those Knicks?
Yeah, totally. Right. Like, do you need a hug or do you want a distraction?
Yeah.
Because it's not my job to fix it. So yeah, I think that's a really important, healthy thing to do, both in terms of probably some other pastors, because they understand your world, but there's also something about having friends who aren't pastors and don't go to your church that's just like, oh, I just get to be a total normal person when I'm with them. That's really valuable.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a couple of really close friends that are safe, like preferably in ministry, so they kind of understand your life, and you can just, when you need to vent about ministry or you need to vent about anything, you know that they're safe. They're a safe place to vent or talk to or pray with. I think that's super important. Yeah. Preferably another pastor or somebody in ministry.
Weirdly enough, one of the things that's been a huge blessing to me, and this is going to sound weird, is friends of mine who are pastors who wound up not staying in ministry.
Yeah.
Because they get
There's
my
a whole
world,
understanding.
but they're also not still in my world.
For sure.
It's like, oh, dude, you get it, but you're so far out of the loop, you don't really care. You care about me, but you don't care about the, the mechanics of the details. Or, yeah.
I would say it kind of comes back to the calling thing, but just remember that people are people, and people are going to let you down. And don't put all of your hope in people. And people are great, but also, like, you're not in it to please people and make people happy, and
that might be
you're called.
Great point, Kelly, to leap down into. There's a few questions just for us, like on pastoring and that kind of stuff. Maybe we can chat on that right now.
Yeah.
Like, what is your favorite part about being a pastor, and what is your least favorite part about being a pastor?
The people and the people.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I put.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people are awesome, and also the people make it really hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, you get the best of people and you get the worst of people.
Yeah.
I would say the worst for me, the hardest thing with people, and that is really anything that's hard, that like hurts hard. Some stuff is, there might be some admin tasks I don't enjoy or whatever, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, I don't have a scar from any part of this job that wasn't a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a scar from the schedule. I don't have a scar from the details. I don't have a scar from the policies and procedures. As weird as it sounds, I would say that the people who are just always obnoxious they're not the worst part.
No.
It's the people who've been great and you've had a great connection with, and then all of a sudden they turn on you, or they sell you upriver, or they become, this ridiculously unnecessary source of stress in your life that, like, you just want to go like, buddy, you know better than this. And then on the flip side, there are people that are just unexpectedly great. Like the people that you don't know them that well, and then all of a sudden they like step up and they're there for you, or the person, like, I'm thinking of a specific person from my last church who, not someone I just felt nudged, like I had a team of prayer partners and I just felt nudged of the Lord to invite this person to be a part of it. They were younger, didn't necessarily have a ton of even life experience. I was like, all right, I'll ask them. And I did. And they, to this day, continue to pray for me. Like, it's just one of those, like, I had no idea you were this cool. That's awesome. And you didn't owe me that. That's not what, I haven't been such a great, part of your spiritual journey that, you know what I mean? Like, they just were like, just cool. Like, just, we're like, yeah, no, I like you. I believe in you. I want to support you. I can do that. I'll do it.
There's a weird thing where people think about the church and subsequently the pastor, like, as this kind of faceless entity. And so they'll even say things, I think I've heard you talk about this, like they'll say things like, the church hurt me. Well, no, the church didn't hurt you. They had this, somebody did. Someone did something to you. And it's not okay, but let's not just lump it all together.
Yeah.
I think the pastor can get lumped into that, and you can fail to see like a pastor through the lens of humanity. And like, I just don't think people, like, there's been some people, and I'll just like, I'm not say names, but there's been people that have left this church that were, like, there's some people that leave the church. Like, we're a big church. There's people that come and go. There's been more people leave here than are part of most churches.
Yeah.
Like, it's just part of it. But there's been some people that have, like, walked close with us and been our friends. And, like, they know us. They've been in our home. They've watched our kids. Like, and then they decide to go to another church. And I don't think they're trying to hurt us, but it's very hard to not take that personally.
Totally.
It's like, I'm putting, like, for better and worse, this church is me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm putting myself into this to the best of my ability. And for you to leave is not just a vote against our church. It's very hard to not take it personally. Like, and that's just being real candid.
Yeah.
Again, there's some people that leave I just don't even notice. But there's, like, when friends, when
You,
people,
I celebrate.
yeah, for sure.
No, legitimately, there are some you're like, we just got healthier.
Church needs a front door and a back door.
Yep.
You know, a body needs a mouth and a body.
Yep.
You know, it's like,
Yeah, some churches are constipated.
but yeah, there's been some people along the way that left that we found just very painful.
Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
very painful. And it's like, and if you talk to them, they don't act like,
They
it's like
don't.
they're not even cluing in how bad
Yeah, I
that,
don't
that
realize.
stabs.
They
You're just
Yeah.
like, it's like that freaking hurt me really bad. You know, like, like there's some deep wounds with that stuff. I read a stat not long ago that said the average person in their lifetime will lose like 7 good friendships, and pastors lose that annually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man, and especially when you're in that lead role, because again, it's not like if your friend's daughter works at McDonald's,
Yeah.
and you stop going to McDonald's and instead start going to Wendy's,
Yeah.
whatevs,
Yeah.
right? But like that is not it. This is not just a place we work,
Right.
Yeah.
and we pour our heart and soul into it, and it is like. That we talked about this in church on Sunday. Like, the church is people, right? And so when you decide to leave a church, you're deciding to leave people. And whatever the thing is about the church you don't like, again, especially if you're the lead pastor, like when someone says, this is the thing I don't like, so I'm leaving, they're saying they don't like a thing you're responsible
Yeah.
for, right?
It's hard to not take that personally.
Right. So it's like if
I've
you
made
know,
that
you can't
decision
just
out
say
of
there's
passion.
you can't just say there's a smell in this room I don't like, so I'm going to go somewhere else. You're saying you smell, and so I have to go away. And yeah, no, it is. And I wouldn't even just say it's hard not to take it personally. I do think it's personal. They just don't realize it. Right? Like, they're either judging something that you have signed off on, or they're being impatient or unrealistic with something you also maybe agree. Go, we're working on it, but like, no, I am not the perfect leader, and the church is never going to be perfect.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's
I
never
wish this was better too.
not justified. Like, there's maybe they had good reasons to leave. I just want people, like, it's hard. It does
Totally
hurt.
does.
There's no question about it. Like, we do feel that.
And I would say too, for what it's worth, if there's any of the dozens thinking about drifting out of a church, like, just acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you, I've had this conversation a handful of times, and it doesn't bother me at all. People will say, look, like, whatever, we drive 40 minutes to get to this church and we love it, but there's a church in our town that our kids have a lot of friends that go there and are part of the youth group there, and so they've started going to the youth group there, and they love it. And driving 40 minutes each way on a Sunday is one thing, but driving that far, Wednesday night too, and whatever, and so like, our kids really want to start going there with their friends on Sunday morning too, and we're really torn. And I'll always just say, look, the best church for you to go to is the church your kids will go to.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
if they don't want to come here because they do want to go there, go.
I think the point, though, is the courtesy of the conversation.
Exactly. Well, because that's what you do with a friend.
Exactly. And the ones that have hurt have just been the people that just disappeared, and they never, like, if you had an issue, why didn't you, like, I gave you my phone number.
Yeah.
Like, you're part of the 1% that's got my phone. Like
Yeah.
you could have called me. We could have talked about this.
Yeah.
Maybe we would have agreed, it's best for you to go to that other
Totally.
church. I'm behind you on that. But like, just the ghosting thing, and like, it's
I
just
used to say to people about even just attending church, I was like, you may not realize this, but like, when your pastor is preparing a sermon, when your worship team and your worship leader are preparing a group of songs and scriptures and whatever, like, think of it like we're cooking a meal
right.
for a bunch of guests we've invited.
Yeah.
And when you don't show up,
Yeah.
like, we emotionally are aware of the empty seat at the table kind of a thing. So in the same
when
way,
you insult the food,
right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
It hurts.
And again, like if you say that was a little bland,
that was spicy,
right, and I know it was too,
Yeah.
and you go, oh, I'll be
enough.
back next week. Like, okay, cool, right? But yeah, I would just say, like, don't think of it as it's part of the consumer mentality. It's not, this is a store I'm no longer going to shop at. This is a dinner party that I'm not going to be able to make it to.
Yeah.
And if you can't make it, you can't make it.
Yeah.
And if frankly you just hate the food, you hate the food,
Yeah.
but at least go, hey, thanks for the invitation.
Yeah.
Really loved the last 27 of these we did.
Yeah.
But, we're going to, we're going vegan, so we're not going to come to your cookout anymore. And we wish you guys well. And thank you so much for all the meat you gave us back before we became vegan. And, just act like you're part of a family.
Yeah,
right?
I just see the humanity in the body of Christ and in the leaders. Like we're just people.
And it is ironic, a lot of times those people's issues are not like administrative or organizational.
Totally.
They are like often those are the people who do think the church should be a family.
Yeah, I
And it
know.
shouldn't be such a corporate thing,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't, whatever else.
And they're the ones treating it most corporate.
Right. I will not shop at this store if it doesn't treat me like a family.
Yeah.
And if it does, I'll take my business elsewhere. Anyway. All right. What are we going to? A couple more of these in here somewhere? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Did you have a least,
Yeah.
favorite or most favorite part?
No, I concur with
You
what
just agree?
you said, yeah.
I would add a little caveat on it. Like I think, and you guys would understand this because you've sat in like the lead role too. I think one of the things that I hate most about ministry is the not being seen. Like it's funny to like have thousands of eyes on you, but you actually don't feel like you're understood.
Yeah.
And that's really draining. And quite frankly, it's just part of the job. Like it's like I can't expect someone to get it.
And the
that
bigger
hasn't sat in
a
this
church
seat.
gets, the more unavoidable it is.
Yeah, it's just like there's just a weight, and there's like I see the disappointment in people when I disappoint them, and it's like, and I can't give them what they
When
need.
you get their name wrong in a sermon.
Yeah, when they're on staff, and I get their name wrong,
Totally.
like I hate doing that. I got a people pleaser component too, and it's like if you're gonna be a pastor and a senior pastor, it's just you're just always gonna have people that are not happy with you or misinterpreting you.
I find that worse.
Yeah.
Like if you're not happy, like if I said something and
And
I
you got
meant
it-
it
and
and
you
you
got it
understood how
clearly.
I meant it,
Yes.
how I meant it,
Yeah.
and you disagree, that is so much easier for me. Like, okay, cool. But when people, you have these, well, because you this and you that, it's like none of that is true.
Yeah.
I don't say that. I've never thought that. That's not who I am. That's not how I'm wired. I always used to get a kick out of, and people would come and meet with me,
Yeah.
and they'd like, with fear and trepidation, hat in hand, go like, could we sit down sometime? Yeah, sure. Let's get together. Right. And we'd talk for an hour and a half. And then they go like something to the effect of like, wow, like I wasn't really expecting you to be like this warm and inviting. And I'm like, that's kind of not a compliment, bro. Like what made you think I was crusty and cold and angry and whatever? But
It is-
that's changed a little bit with age. The last few years, I think I don't come across quite as much that way, but
I will say though, like to come full circle on the people thing, like it is 100 to 1 on the kindness versus like people just being awful. It's just everybody's human, and it's like it takes 100 compliments to undo one insult. But like even just yesterday was a Sunday, and I had multiple people like thank me for what I do. Had people say my XY changed my life, like this sermon changed my life, like just all day long I had just a stream of compliments, and then like one not super fun conversation, and it's like, what's the thing you go to bed thinking about?
totally.
So
You
and
remember the negative.
yeah,
more.
and it's like, and honestly, that's our cross to bear. I'm not asking people to adjust. Like that's just part of the job, and it's like we've got to figure out how to continue to walk under that.
I would say, like, I think sometimes people assume that pastors get tons of positive feedback and encouragement and gratitude, and we do get a lot, but I do think like
It takes a lot.
I remember I preached a sermon when I was leaving Deepwater the first time, and one of the things I said was like it was basically how to take care of your pastor. Like I was basically trying to set the next guy up to win. And I said, like, pray for your pastor and tell him. Like, that's so encouraging. And this lady came up to me and she goes, oh, I've prayed for you every day for several years, but it never occurred to me that that would be helpful for you to know. And I'm like, like that actually, right.
That's great.
I would have made a point to get to know you. You
I would have sent you what to pray for.
Well, like legitimately, like she wasn't someone I knew super well because she just kind of seemed to come and go. But it's like, no, if I would have known you were invested that way, legitimately, like I would have reached out to you sometimes, say, could you pray for this too? Or I would have, and so yeah, like I think the perceived risk, maybe because the whole celebrity pastor culture thing, the perceived risk of the pastor getting a big head because too many people say nice things. I promise you there's enough people out there being jerks. Like if you're wondering if your encouragement, your affirmation, your, mention of your prayer support, whatever else is going to just be too many. And the next thing you know, your pastor's going to think he's, some great, huge deal that he isn't. I wouldn't worry about that.
Even just
give him the encouragement.
The terror and the drain of knowing people are talking about you without you in the conversation.
Yeah.
Like that sucks,
So
Or
you are
hearing
being
from other people that people were talking about.
it's like, there's so much dialogue going on with you that you're not invited to.
Yes.
Which is one of those things you go like, you're such a public figure that some of that you got to expect.
It's just part of the.
But at the same
gig.
time, like I do think it's realistic for church folk to go, would I have this, like, is there something about this person being a pastor that makes me think this conversation is okay when I don't think it'd be okay about my friend?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if it's just
that's
like,
good.
hey man, I really like that sermon. I didn't quite understand this part, but whatever, like it's just general but if it's like, I don't like this about it, I don't like that about it, this thing, I think we should like, would you have that conversation about a good friend of yours and feel okay about having that behind their back? Because if not, it's gossip.
Yeah.
So knock it off, ladies.
Call
back, baby.
I
I love a good callback. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, but I do want it to be said as we kind of wrap up this therapeutic.
A little bit of a therapy session.
Like King's Church, I can speak for it. Like it's so good. Like the culture and the people. Again, people are going to people, and it's the more people you have, the more. But percentage wise, to have this many people and this few headaches is ridiculous.
Well, and I can say with, in some ways, maybe even a little more authority than you, because I have worked at other churches.
Yes. I have not.
Yeah, no, genuinely, there is the culture of encouragement, of honor, of gratitude here is on a level I've never experienced before.
And very low entitlement.
Yeah.
Like just very low. Very, very rare. That's why it hurts and sticks out so bad. It's just like, whoa, what is this? You think you
all of a sudden you
are
think you're a
entitled to
big
something?
deal?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
So lest we sound like we're
three
whining.
three cheers for the best church that I've been part of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Pour all of that.
yeah. Oh, that's my home church. I just wasn't on the team.
I know.
So
I know.
yeah.
I kid.
Well, should we go into top four? Or do you got anything else you want to cover?
I think we're good to jump into the old mountainous top four.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean,
I do too.
we're
I mean,
heading into
there's-
summer. We're going to be on a slider here.
We are. We
Yeah.
are.
So here's our mountainous top four.
Oh wait, sorry.
wait.
I got the theme music.
There we go.
There it is. Do you know that? Like, do you recognize
no
the
idea
clip?
what that's
Yeah.
about.
See, you need to next time you need a little time to recharge. You're going to watch a movie called Strange Brew.
But am I?
I think it's
Am
going
I?
to change your life. I think you're going to
She
love
won't.
I will not.
Do
Listen,
you know how long the list of things I have pending on her?
Lord of the Rings
my
has been.
goodness.
well, for what it's worth,
Hanging over
this
my
movie
head.
is like 90 minutes tops. And it's just two stereotypical Canadians trying to stop an evil plot by a guy who runs an insane asylum of putting mind-controlled drugs in the beer so that he can use the insane asylum patients as hockey players to win a championship. It's just a classic,
never be
one of those classic stories.
There's no chance.
Put that next to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
She refuses.
So Mountain's top four, since
It
we've
is
been
sad. Thank you, Kelly.
yeah, Kelly's seen it. Kelly likes
I'm
it.
the lone man
It's
standing.
almost canon.
Yeah.
It's a piece of Canadiana.
So good.
No, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the
Talking
Rings.
about Lord of the
Oh, yeah, well, whatever.
It's Middle Earth.
You could read the books.
That's not happening either.
All right, so our Mountain is top four on the marriage and family and couples thing, but a much more lighthearted thing. What are your top 4 household purchases?
I like it.
Household, they can be a one-off, they can be something you invest in regularly, but things you go like, this is a thing we buy that just has made our house a better place. Obviously, not like a new roof or like a,
Oh,
you
we're
know
doing
what I mean?
that this summer.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not maintenance stuff. We're talking about kind of not luxuries, but you know, the little things that are above and beyond just
like
keeping the house running.
You don't need it, but
You
yeah,
could live without it, but it's nice to have.
All right, who's kicking it off? You got a list?
I got a list.
All right,
All
hit
right.
Want me to
Go for
go?
it.
Go.
First one, Keurig. Changed my life. I know it's not real coffee. I know coffee snobs will say it's the worst. It's changed
with
my
you.
life for the better.
It's
I
number
want to
4 on
get
my
up,
list.
press my button, have my coffee in
Totally.
30 seconds. I need it immediately. upon
Expediency
waking.
tastes better than
Yes.
good coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to get a disagreement from Kelly.
And Captain Ron.
Yeah. I wake up
I
every
know
morning to the
coffee
sign of some
snobs hate
high-end
it.
grinder, freshly grinded.
I can't wait that long. I'm
with
too
you, Dave.
impatient.
I'm with you on the
too
Keurig.
impatient.
Kelly will be down there
Process.
like she has her own like coffee bar that is separate from everything else in the kitchen, and she'll be there like leaning on it to hold herself up, just pressing.
See,
it.
I can't. I'm too impatient
Yeah.
for that. Can't
All right,
do
number
it.
3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah.
That was 4.
That was. Oh,
3.
we're going
Oh, 2.
backwards.
Yeah,
I thought you were going
yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
leave the
Okay.
suspense.
Okay. King size mattress. King size
You
bed.
have my list.
It changed our lives.
It really did.
When we switched from
We
queen
still
to king.
struggle,
I
but
will
it's
never
better.
go back. I will never go back.
No.
Life changing.
You're a bed hog, so you are. I was up in the night last night,
Hilarious.
and I almost
Hilarious.
took a picture.
Do you guys have the one
Hilarious.
mattress or the 2 mattresses?
We have the one.
We have one.
We should. We are a prime couple to get the.
We have
2.
the split. It's great.
Yeah.
I forget what my my outdoor swing.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as summer comes, I'm out on the swing, having my coffee, sitting in the sun. It has an overhang,
Just like a
so I
deck
don't
swing.
get burned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
old
the best
porch
thing
swing.
It's
ever.
actually a cheap piece of junk, but we use it. It's like $100.
Yes, it's my favorite thing.
It's not nice. But
No, it's not nice, but I live out
comfortable,
there.
but,
It
yeah.
swings me like an old
Yeah.
lady on the porch.
Absolutely.
I love it. What's my other? Oh, carpet cleaner. We have 3 animals. The little green, carpet cleaner pet machine.
Yeah.
Clean up the little green
Because
hairballs.
somebody eats things he's not supposed to and then pukes on the carpet. Not
Brent.
naming names. It has come in very handy for dog accidents. So
Yeah.
if you have pets, highly recommend.
Yeah.
That's my top 4.
Do you have anything on your
Well,
list that she didn't
we
already
doubled
talk
up for sure. Keurig number 4. Again, just for the expediency. I agree. It's not good coffee, but it's there.
It's fast.
It's fast. Number 3, a garage. I know this is a luxury thing, but since the house we're in now,
We've always wanted a garage, never pulled it off.
yeah, it is everything you'd imagine. Yeah,
Someday.
it's great. It's
Next
great.
house, babe. Next house.
Yeah, king size bed number 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then number 1, the Blackstone.
Oh,
Blackstone.
yeah. You
It's-
love that thing.
That's a thing you cook things
love
with,
that
right?
thing.
Yep.
Is it a grill?
It is
It's a
worth.
big outside
It is
grill.
worth every penny. I would pay double.
You just stand out there and feel like a man.
I mean, not really. It's a grill. Like the barbecue feels more manly, but like it just cooks. It cooks well. It cooks a lot. It's outside. The Blackstone.
Nice.
Can't say enough about it. I've converted a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like I've
You
been
have-
an
You
evangelist.
should be sponsored by Blackstone.
This episode has been brought to you by Blackstone. No free sponsors.
Yeah.
Kelly, you got yours?
I think so. Good ice trays.
Yes.
Um,
yeah.
What makes a good ice tray?
So you know how like you can twist it and
Yeah.
pop it. We had an ice machine in our last house, and it was great until it stopped working, and then it was a pain. And we don't have an ice machine in this house, and so we got like little ice trays from the dollar store, like the silicone ones.
Yeah.
And it was like just a fight. And I couldn't find the little twisty,
Good old
poppy,
plastic one?
You know, good
Well, and
old
if you do,
fashioned
they-
ice
the
trays.
cheap ones break.
They break anyway. So we spent like $40 on a set of 4 ice trays had ordered them from Amazon.
Actual like Rubbermaid
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
But like
the
just
good
the
stuff.
best. Yeah. So good ice
Out it
trays.
comes. Yep.
A cordless vacuum. We have a Dyson, and it's like heavy, and I hate plugging. Anyway, just the little cordless vacuum has changed my life. Our king size mattress, that is actually 2 mattresses that both cater to our very opposite sleeping needs.
I would say
what we need
I
to
like
do.
about an average softness, and Kelly wants something one step firmer than a sheet of plywood.
You guys really invested in a good bed.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
you did?
but like two twins that we pushed
We went
together.
to we
'cause
went to
like
Sleep
different-
Country, and he doesn't work there anymore, so I think it's safe to say this. But one of the members of King's Church, who I'm not sure if he's one of the dozens. If so, hey bro, you know who you are. Gave us his staff discount.
Sweet.
Never met him before. I walked in. He goes to one of our other campuses, and he just was like, "Hey, I know you." And so he like hooked us up and was like, "I'm going to give you my staff discount on this bed."
Do you guys do the Norwegian, like, I think it's also getting popular where you'll have the king size bed with 2 mattresses, and then the sheets actually like are kind of cut down the middle, like that there's two
we have
separate
one
sets of
sheet,
seats,
but we do
sheets?
not share blankets.
Oh, no, we have
and we
never shared
have.
blankets.
Okay.
I mean, maybe
is
for the first 2
marriage
months or so
advice
of marriage.
also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not share blankets.
You do,
It's a
if you're
fool's
not
errand.
weird, if you don't share blankets, like just just we like to have.
we
We
should
both
try
like
that.
to sleep
Yeah.
cocooned.
We usually will
and-
have like a blanket on the bed and then one like folded over the foot of the bed kind of a thing, that look. And the big one is, I just grab the big one. Kelly grabs the one that's over the whole bed. She grabs the other one. Neither
Off you
the
go.
twain shall meet.
Yeah.
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 Ellie
My-
climbs out from in between them off and on throughout the night. She'll climb out, shake her head, and you get that.
Yeah, we've heard it a couple
She's
times on the
paying attention.
podcast.
You know what I'm talking
I heard my name.
Yeah. My last one is just our ridiculously giant TV, which I was not in favor of at first because I was like, this is stupid. But
love it.
I do love it. And I went to the cottage the other day and the TV felt like it was like a postage stamp.
an
It's like, I
iPad.
can't see anything.
We watched TV on a MacBook for like 12 or 13 years because the big TV we had was down in the rec room and it was full boys. And when we moved into this house, there's really only one place in the living room, the way it's laid out, you could put a TV. And I said, Kel, I'm going to get a big TV. And she said, how big? I said, as big as we can fit. It's the other side of a closet. It's like a
The
post in the
entire
middle.
wall.
And so I was just like, as big as we'll fit in that space. And that's what we did. And yeah, it's wonderful. I had the big TV on my list and the cordless vacuum. So I'll go with the big TV because I do love it. Scented candles.
Oh yeah.
Just make your house smell nice. Makes you happy. Dawn Power Wash.
Yes.
The squirty spray stuff. It's just a whole other level of and that with a scrub brush. Mwah. And then
That's Melanie's department. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, and then this is the most bougie one, but it really has been wonderful. A cleaning lady.
Hey,
Legit.
absolutely.
We got a
horn
lady who
blast.
comes in once a month, like not, we do plenty of our own cleaning, but she just comes in once a month, does a
Does a
real
deep-
deep clean. We
yeah.
both work full time. Neither of us particularly enjoy cleaning. And that's been just a recent, step we've taken and no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
She's
Yeah.
great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, no regrets on season 2 of the Back Corner podcast. either.
No regrets on marrying these women.
That was my next line. There you go. No regrets there. No regrets riding with you, Captain Ron.
The only regret Captain Ron has is that he's now called Captain Ron. Other than that,
Yeah, well, we'll thank you to the dozens.
yes, thank
and
you.
We'll see you
Enjoy
guys.
your summer. We'll see you
guys
somewhere
when
in
you're
the
not
fall.
sick of us.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
If you're looking for a good podcast, a podcast that you'll like as much as the Back Corner to listen to over the summer, you're out of luck. There's nothing as good as the Back Corner podcast.
You just have to wait. We'll see you.
Just suffer it out.
See you late summer, early fall. We'll let
Yeah.
you know.